Hi gardeners, here we are flipping the first of our beds. As you can see, we've taken off the side from bed 1 into bed 2, and you can see how dry this top material is. The top material in a bed is going to be more exposed to wind, and so it's going to get a little bit drier. Here we're filling up our watering can, and we will wet this down and then put the thicker material in over it. Brad, could you dig down to some of that darker stuff?
Sure.
There you can see underneath the layers of paper that we use as brown matter. See how it's getting brown in there? This is old clippings that have burned out, and there's always a piece of plastic somewhere. So just this is a chance to re-aerate. We'll get it moist, bring the temperature back up. This morning the original pile was 110, and as you can see, it's getting really nice and dark, but it just needs to get wet, re-aerated, and we will try to finish off the cooking process here. So you can see that this 4 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot bin has reduced to about half. So there's about 32 cubic feet that we're going to turn, and we'll probably lose about half of that again in the final stage, and we'll get 16 cubic feet, or over half a cubic yard of compost. That's going to be very nice. Here in bed 3, we're still piling it in. As you can see, I have got a lot of trimmings from my work today, and we'll get in close. And the temperature, as you can see, is about 135 degrees Fahrenheit, about 52 Celsius right here. Well above the target rate of 131 or 55 degrees Celsius, so that's about 57 or 58 Celsius. My fault. As long as it's in that hot zone, we're cooking the pathogens, the diseases out of this, and we're also killing weed seeds. So you can see how this thing gets in layers and it gets really hard, and this re-aerates it, an essential part of making compost. But oh, how valuable that will be. You can even see what's happened to ordinary newspaper, how it's turned brown there. Now we're going to go over and take a look at an important part of the garden toward the end of the service life of some plants. These were some of the first beans that we planted. Right here. You can see they're starting to get a little brown, getting a little pale. Let me reset this. There we go. And I'll show you what we're going to be doing here. Here we are. These plants have beans still growing on them, as you can see right here. We are going to let these just stay on the vine as the plant dies off. Here's another here. Here's one here. I will zoom in. These are small beans, as you can see right there. That's a pretty large one here. And over here as well. You can see that one. So we're just going to let all of these grow, about the first 5 plants or so. And we will harvest those for seed. That green pod here will turn brown, and the seeds inside will dry out. And when the outer part is crinkly, it'll little crackle in your hand. Then we're just about ready to shell this so that we can save the seeds inside. That's going to be a nice one. I feel 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 inside there. In average, you're going to get 4 or 5 per. So these plants look like they have stopped serving us. Not quite. Their last few beans will be going to seed. This entire bed here, from that first plant there, all the way to these new ones, which are our last set of beans here, are all saved seed from last year's crop. So we saved about 30 or 40 seeds, selected about the best 20, 25, planted them out, and got about 18 plants out of the 25. Just like this young man is going to be saved. And we've gotten about 6 pounds of beans out of this bed. So I hope that gives you hope about what we can do at the end of a plant service life. We just don't have to pull it up. Sometimes, especially in these plants, which are heirloom variety, they are not a hybrid. They are open pollinated. They will breed nicely. We can save the seed and have crops to grow next year. And if you think about it, if you can save enough seed, all you're really doing is maybe buying 1 new packet a year, just as insurance in case the seed has gone bad. So for us, ordering from MI Gardener, no plug, we just love the seeds they give us. Each pack's 99 cents, and that gives us about 28 bean seeds for 99 cents. And then there's a little shipping. So we just order a bunch of seeds all at once, and I think the shipping's like $2.50 or something silly like that. It's worth a look. MI Gardener, if you want good open pollinated heirloom seeds. That's everything that we've grown here is from them. And most of the tomatoes, the black willies that you're going to see here shortly, that are starting to really begin to produce. See there? There's a black willy. That's a boxcar willy. The black crim is still producing, but you have to be careful. It's hard to tell. As you can see, one of them exploded when I tried to harvest it. So all of these are open source, open pollinated, and that means we can save the seed and regrow. I hope this has helped you. You can grow your own food. Thanks so much.